Saget's former co-stars shared memories and tributes to the late comedian who died in 2022 at age 65. It's been 2 years since Bob Saget's tragic death, and his former Full House co-stars and friends came together to share their love, their grief, and their memories. John Stamos took to Instagram on Tuesday to share a clip of video chat between himself, Dave Coulier, Jodie Sweetin, Candace Cameron Bure, and Andrea Barber, who spoke about the impact of Saget's absence in their lives. It almost gets weirder as time goes on because I'm like, wow, it's been a long time since I've heard from Bob. And then I'm like, oh, Barber shared. It's so weird to have gone 2 years without getting a crazy long text from him or a neurotic phone call. Tearful Stamos explained that the loss feels like a needling pain that after a while you begin to get used to, but that the pain never goes away altogether. He reiterated this sentiment in his caption, writing 2 years. Hard to believe as time moves on, that sharp pain I felt at the beginning, it's become a part of me. It doesn't feel as overwhelming as it did in the first year. Maybe I've just gotten used to it, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. Part of me wishes I wouldn't get used to this feeling. To not think about it every minute means I'm getting used to him not being here. But then I know Bob will want me to get on with my life. Yet letting it drift away feels wrong too. It's such a drag that is a part of life, he continued. When we first become close to someone, we never think about a future without them. Maybe that's a good thing, but I'm not so sure. And you know that what? That's okay. It's all part of grieving, part of remembering someone who meant so much to me. I guess what I'm trying to say is I miss him a lot every day, but I'm also grateful for the time we had, for the laughs, for the friendship. He was one of a kind, and I was lucky to call him my friend. He concluded, I love you, baby. Thanks for being a part of my life. Saget's widow, Kelly Rizzo, also honored the second anniversary of her husband's death with an emotional tribute and wrote that the time since she lost him simultaneously feels like a week and an eternity. I choose this photo of Bob as not only was it the last photo he shared and one of the last texts he sent me, but it perfectly encapsulates how he would want all of us to remember him, with his guitar on a stage doing what he loved to do, making people laugh, making people happy, she wrote alongside a pic snapped just hours before his death while he was on tour performing his stand-up comedy. I will forever be grateful that I got to share life with this extraordinary person for 6 years. What a blessing, she continued, and grateful I can look back on endless memories and photos and videos with smiles, laughter, and yes, still tears. It is such a gift I was able to know his complete and all-encompassing love and heart. Rizzo concluded, once again, please do as Bob will do and hug your loved ones. Hold them tight and tell them over and over again that you love them. Saget was also honored by his fellow co-stars in their own heartfelt tributes, which they shared on Tuesday. The beloved sitcom star and stand-up comic died in a freak accident in a hotel room in Florida on January 9, 2022 after falling in the shower and hitting his head. Back in October, Stamos spoke with AT about Saget's death and his last meal with the comic before the accident. You know, tomorrow's never promised. It sounds like a dumb cliche, but man, you never think it's gonna be the last time you see somebody. Stamos shared, he was everything that I wanted Bob to be. According to the actor, when he first heard about Saget's untimely death, it came just a few weeks after Stamos had been the subject of a death hoax, and he simply didn't believe the initial reports. But sadly, it was true. It was a defining, terrible moment that I can still picture right now. Stamos shared, my son was asleep. I got out of the car and my knees hit the asphalt in this parking lot. If you want to hear more news like this, don't forget to like and subscribe so you can be notified when we make new news. Thank you for being with us and we hope you will stay with us.